Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Neo. In this video we are working another winter set. This time I'm using plum and soft purple colors. I don't know what's up with this winter or this Christmas in particular, but I'm really feeling the holiday spirit in terms of nails at least. I'm starting off on this set with my Red Iguana hand with an iGel Beauty Dip Dap powder called Kimono Violet. It is a really pretty purple. It's not too deep, it's not too blue, it's not too pink. It's just the right amount of violet in this purple, and it's like a nice mid-tone purple that can go either way. It can go dark or it can go light depending on how you use it. So this nail is going to be a solid purple nail. After that I'm going to be incorporating some shimmer, a light pink, and some ombre. So this color that I'm using now is a dip powder by Pro Dip. It's called Half Shell Surprise, and it is a very sheer clear acrylic, but it has this really gorgeous iridescent purple shimmer to it. So it's not necessarily a glitter, it's finer than that. It's like a holographic lavender shimmer inside of this acrylic. It's really beautiful, and I thought it would be great and gave like nice wintry vibes without being too on the nose of being holiday or Christmas. So I'm doing a solid nail with this shimmer color, and then I'm gonna do the remaining two nails with the tips because we're doing a 3-color ombre. One thing that I did notice is that my acrylic was really runny. As you can see, I'm doing multiple beads, and that's because the room that I normally work in, I didn't put the heat on before I got in there, so my monomer was a bit cooler than normal, and my product was just really runny. I was trying to build up for strength and coverage in certain areas, but I was having a lot of issues because the acrylic just wanted to run down the length of the nail. And normally that's like totally cool, but I was actually trying to build up the product in certain areas, so I had to work on that. So tip to you, if you are planning on working especially acrylic products, make sure that your monomer or your room is at a normal temperature, not something too cold or too hot, because it does affect the way that you work. So I'm going in with that same shimmery light purple, and I'm applying it to the tips of the pinky and pointer finger of this practice hand. Now I'm going in with this really creamy, beautiful, look at that blend. It was just so easy to do. Beautiful light pink color from Zule. From Zule actually. It's her acrylic, it's number 74. They don't have names on her acrylics, but I am using that as my transition color to the darker purple. I just thought that the hint of pink was very nice and just made it a little bit sweeter of a look, just a little bit more playful. It's a very sheer color. I like this pink a lot. I'm definitely gonna have to use that in another set. So this Kimono Violet color was not the best in terms of blending. As you can see, I had no issues blending that pink into the glitter, but this purple color was just setting like immediately. So one thing that I tried to do was just to kind of pat the color down instead of dragging it. I just kept patting with a wet brush until it kind of faded out as much as I needed it to. So as you can see, I'm not really dragging because that wasn't working. I patted it down until it faded, and then I went back with the pink, and then back swiped, and then went back with the purple, and then back swiped again. So there's no wrong way to get an ombre. You have to work with what you have. Not all acrylic powders are made the same, or some might set differently with different types of monomer. So just getting used to learning how to work with it as you're working, like on the fly, is pretty good. So I think in the long run, the ombre came out great. Is it the best? No, but I was able to make it, work for what I wanted to do. Now I'm going in with just a nice bead of clear acrylic. I'm using my Young Nails Core Clear to clear cap all of these nails. Nothing crazy, just make sure to wipe your sidewalls. Make sure you're working, I like to work with more of a wetter bead when I'm clear capping, just because it makes it a smoother surface. You don't have to do as much surface filing, and it kind of does the job for you. If you're using more of a runnier acrylic that sets a little bit slower, it just kind of flows down and gives you that encapsulation that you need, and then you can add more product for stability or shape as you need. But yeah, I'm just applying the beads and just letting gravity kind of do the work. And here is my set after I have gone off camera and filed, shaped, and buffed. So I'm going in with a gel base coat. So you do see some scratches in that dark purple nail, totally fine. I am using a base coat because I want to help to fill in any ridges or bumps or scratches that might be in the nail after filing. I did use an 80/80 file to surface file, so I'm sure I have a lot of scratches in the nail. That's what this base coat is for. It's going to help to smooth out the nail before going in with my favorite matte top coats. I'm not using Beetles, but I do enjoy a matte top coat. I'm using the Two Guys Perfect Matte Suede top coat on the pinky and on the pointer finger, the two ombre fingers. So that base coat definitely just helps to smooth out the nail, to fill in any gaps or scratches so that the matte top coat doesn't have to. It has a smooth surface to lay on. And I'm cleaning my sidewalls, and I'm going to cure for a full minute. So the pinky, I already went off camera and just tried to work it. As you can see, we did some acrylic snowflakes, as in I poured acrylic over it. And we're gonna get started on the pointer finger. So I wanted to get an idea of what it might be like. They did not come out the same. I didn't want them to be exactly the same, but I'm going in with an iGel Beauty gel paint in the white color and a very thin striper brush. I will link them below. I've been using the crap out of these liner brushes and dotting tools. They're liner brushes on one end and dotting tools on the other, and it's about 6 or 7 in a pack. I think it's so versatile. You get different lengths and thicknesses of the brushes, and they are not Kolinsky, so it's really good. You can use them with a more gel product. You can use it with an acrylic paint. You won't have to worry about messing up the synthetic brushes. So I'm just going to be free-handing some snowflakes. I'm just making this up as I go along. I'm not looking at any references. If you feel like you need to, go ahead. This is just a fun, way that I kind of draw snowflakes. I did do a different style later. But yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. If you feel like you need to, just Google snowflakes and then copy from there. But I'm using very, very thin amount of gel because I don't want it to spread. And yeah, I'm just going to cover this nail in some artwork, and then I'm going to sprinkle on that same shimmery purple acrylic on top of it before curing for 30 seconds. And like I said, the great thing about this dotting tool set slash nail brush set is that they have dotting tools on the back. So I just took the other end of another brush and just added some dots at the end of the snowflake. And I think it kind of capped off the nail really nicely. I kind of like the idea of having that big snowflake off the edge of the middle of the nail. That was kind of cool. I'm just going to be drawing in some dots, a dazzling or twinkling star, I guess is what you call this, that I'm putting at the tip of the nail, and then another snowflake around the cuticle area. Now I am using a cuticle pusher to just sprinkle on this beautiful acrylic. It's that purple iridescent color. You can't really see it in the camera because it mostly looks clear. Something weird was happening when I was doing this. It's kind of like the silicone hand was like attracting the powder. It was like flying in all of these crazy directions. But I cured for 30 seconds and brushed off, and this is what we're left with. A really, really pretty. You can't see it in person, but that purple shimmer is there on top of the white paint that we added with the snowflake. So I think this was a really beautiful design to do on the ombre, and the ombre came out really pretty for, you know, being as difficult as it was with that dark purple color. Now I'm going in with the Two Guys Glossy No Wipe Top Coat Gel, Bling Gel, right? That's a mouthful. And I'm going over it with the Two Guys Matte Top Coat. So this is the Bling Gel method to adding bling. I wanted to make some stars with rhinestones. So I'm using some crystal AB rhinestones that I just got from Amazon and some silver caviar beads that I got from the Two Guys. All will be linked below. And I'm just going to be building some stars on the nail. So 3 different stars, adding a larger stone, 5 maybe medium-sized stones around it, and then caviar beads in between those medium stones and smaller caviar beads at the tips of those medium-sized stones. And I think it came out good. So one thing about doing your bling in this way is that you have the option to change your mind. This will not set until you cure this finger under a light UV or LED. So it gives you time to play. For people who maybe, you know, struggle with placement, or maybe your client doesn't like it, you can just take alcohol and wipe it off and everything will be fine. You can start over. One con to this though is gravity. You're gonna see, especially that star at the top, it's gonna be moving a lot, right? So you have to kind of work in a way where maybe you don't add as much gel product or top coat product, or you're just gonna have to be super fast about it. You're gonna see me going back to adjust this this star in particular, a few times, just because I was taking so long with the other stars that you can see gravity was kind of doing its thing. So that's just something to be cautious of. I do prefer this method, especially if I'm going to be doing a matte nail, because you don't have to worry about using matte top coat around the stones. The stones are already set into the matte top coat. So after placing everything, I'm just going to cure for a full minute, and then this nail will be done. Here that nail is, beautiful matte top coat with the glittery stars. And on the glitter finger, I'm going to be doing just a tiny bit of bling as well. So the same method, I'm adding the Two Guys Bling Gel. It's a no wipe top coat and it's a glossy finish. I'm going to be adding a matte top coat on top of it, just floating it on. Do not press the matte top coat too deeply into that gel, otherwise you'll end up with streaks. And then I'm going to be adding just a tiny bit of bling with some crystal AB stones, and we're done. After cleaning my sidewalls, I'm curing for a full minute, and then this set is finished. I think it was a very pretty set. It reminded me of sugar plums with that purple and pink ombre with the pretty shimmer. Yeah, I'm just having fun with winter right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think the ombre came out great considering. If you like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.